Hey, hey, here's me taking the M104 out for my first time off-roading. It was a lot of fun, and I'm basically addicted now. If you're curious what the PVC piping is, they're just trying to reforest the area with some new trees. This is actually my first time going through this trail on EUC, and it was actually a lot of fun. I've done it once before, or twice before on an electric skateboard, but I just really wanted to put this thing on off-road. The tire is great for off-road use. And about 2 weeks later, I did it again, and I did it probably twice as fast. Everything's all about talent and skill and just, learning your experience. But just getting out there and just doing it a couple of times is really just the exposure you need. And I swear, off-road makes you so much better on-road. On some of the later trails, it's actually pretty hard to find the trail, but you can see it's kind of matted down just a little bit. It's just kind of glistening a little bit, and that's like all it takes to just kind of find your way. In the fall, this trail is so leafy, it's slippery, and it's not really ideal. It's much better in like June, July. But I really wanted to get out there and just play with this thing before the snow hits. I know I shouldn't have been, but occasionally I'd grab onto a tree trying to rebalance, and it was a terrible idea. It would throw your balance way off. And if you're ever going to do off-roading, just keep your arms away from all the trees. It's just going to screw you up. The second half of this little short trail is so fun. You can just whip right around the trees. It's pretty flat and, not too many ruts and roots and those kind of things. And when I come out of this trail, I just have like the biggest smile on my face. This thing is so fun to just rip right around these little tiny trails. It's so fast and so agile. Way more agile than a skateboard. Here I go and try and head down to the Powerline Trail. It ends at a river and you just do a little mini crossing. It's very easy on a mountain bike. I mean, it's pretty wet, but I tried to sort of walk across it, but I ended up having to turn around. It's very unfortunate. I have to drive all the way around, but it would have been cool if I could have just walked right across. For what it's worth, it was like the high 30s Fahrenheit, and I really did not want to fall in. I have mountain biked this trail a couple times, especially across the river and on the other side, which has many more trails and jumps. And A few times I've just been jonesing for a Saran X or even a Light B because it would just rip up these trails. It'd be so fun. I so wanted to just cross right here. I mean, it was only about 10 to 12 feet to cross, but it was like 8 inches to 10 inches deep of water. I mean, it's hard to tell in this little video, but I mean, if you didn't have the EUC, you could probably just hop across all these little rocks. I mean, I know they're not well placed, but it's not the end of the world. But with 30 pounds of this little device, it was just too much. I just couldn't do it. So what I ended up doing is just going back to the parking lot and driving all the way around.
I'll drive over there. I can't walk over there. Just not that confident in carrying this thing.
If you look closely, you can see that the initial firmware that this came with, it had terrible issues with turning off and on power buttons.
See that? It didn't turn on.
Actually, like, total garbage. I know you can't see it in this video, but I've mountain biked up this incline, and it's actually pretty difficult. And I can't believe how well the wheel did.
Thing just powers up the hill. It's unbelievable.
I know it doesn't look like much, but the torque on this little wheel is
Flying up
amazing.
this hill. It's crazy.
It's way more powerful than my electronic skateboard, which is already very powerful enough. But this is just ripping up this hill. I mean, it's definitely a few degrees of incline, but it's also, in dirt and gravel and mud. And it's just whipping up this hill, man. I was at least going 10 to 12 miles per hour. It's hard to tell in this video, but I am flying. So as I'm rounding this corner back to the parking lot, I see there's a park ranger sitting there right next to my car, and I thought he was waiting for me. The hair on the back of my neck actually stood up. But then I realized that the park ranger is probably just trying to kill some time. I'm going to hop in my car and just go over the second half of this trail.